Hi everyone, I'm Misael Castro. I'm an IT program manager and prompt engineer. I work with the PMI Infinity team as a product test volunteer. I craft more than 150 prompts for different use cases, and today I will show you how you can navigate, how you can maximize your project management work with the PMI Infinity. Now, what is PMI Infinity and what it can do for you? PMI Infinity is the PMI AI coach. It is built on OpenAI GPT-4o, and it is trained with thousands of files, knowledge base, books from PMI. And it is also trained with insights from experts and professionals from around the world. Today, I will navigate with the tool and I will show you how you can use the tool, how you can get the most from this tool in your projects. Now, this is the welcome screen. This is the URL for the PMI Infinity. Okay, you can copy or take a snapshot. Then this is the welcome. All right, this is the welcome and conversation starter. You can click on any of these and start the conversations. Those are predefined and they are similar to those that you see on ChatGPT, on Gemini, and any other LLMs. Now, I will start first with how you can have your first interaction with this model. And those are pretty basic prompts because I want to show you how it works and how you can start navigating with the tool. This is a prompt about Agile, okay? And I'm asking PMI Infinity, okay, in the Agile context, what is the definition of done? And why the term acceptance criteria cannot be used instead, all right? All right, just as other LLMs, I just start the conversation with this model, right? I will get the response back with the information I need, with the explanation, and so on. Now, the, the thing that I want to show you, okay, as part of the tool so that you can also learn from the tool and navigate is that you will have here the sources, right? Where is the information coming from? And this is what it makes PMI Infinity unique, right? If you compare to other LLMs, you can ask for the citations, where the information is coming from. But in this particular case, at the very end of the output, you will see the citations and where and the links for every of the resources. For example, for this response, you will find useful information about the concept of definition of done. Okay, and of course you will find it in the Agile Practice Guide. You will find it in some articles, right? For example, if I click on this article, all right, I will find information about the about this topic, right? So you have the certainty that you can also navigate not only on the response of the prompt, but you can also look for further information on the articles or the database or the book for where the information is coming from. Now, after that, at the very end, you will see some conversation starters, some related questions to the prompt you input at the end or at the very beginning, okay? So you can click on any of them and you can also start the follow up the conversation, okay? Just as you see it. But I'm not going to go into this into very detailed because there is another thing I want to show you, okay? Now, you already know that how these, you know, resources, citations are shown. Now, I'll type into another prompt. Okay, this prompt is related, it's not related to project management task. Okay, and I will type into this prompt. Please tell me how many birds are outside my backyard. Okay, this is nothing related to project management, but I want to see what response I get from, excuse me, from PMI Infinity. So you see, hey, I'm not able to give you the information that you need, and the information is powered by OpenAI GPT. So the information is not coming from PMI Infinity database. I will ask another question like, please tell me why the sky is blue, and let's see what we get. All right. I want to show you whether the PMI Infinity will give you the citations, and you see it here. You don't have the citation, so it is giving you the response based on what OpenAI GPT it's trained on. Okay, and that is what really makes the difference. And I will show you more in detail later on. Okay, and when I say the difference is because PMI Infinity is trained on PMI Infinity knowledge base and content, private information. Okay. All right. So let me go back to my presentation because I want to show you, okay, what's next. All right. So there is another cool feature in PMI Infinity that is called prompt library. And let me show you how you can navigate through that. Okay, this is another feature that it was integrated by PMI. Here are some predefined templates that you can use. And here are some prompts that are already listed here that you can use for different topics. Let's say, for example, that you want to navigate in some prompts. I don't know. Let's see. You want to see Agile, for example, right? And you want to see more information about the yeah, basically about the prompts. And here you will have the prompts. So you can copy them and paste it to your LLM, or you can just click into it, and PMI Infinity, it will take you exactly to the chat conversation. And you will get a response back just as the other prompts that you did. So what I want to tell you is that uh, with the prompt library, you will have a list of prompts that are already there as the library that you can leverage for your projects for different situations that you may be facing. Okay. Now, if if you have prompts that you believe are very powerful and you want to share with the community, you can also contribute and share your prompts. Here you can upload your prompts, you can provide the context and the outputs and the benefits of the prompts, and you just click save and continue, and you will upload all the information that you have about your prompt. And if approved, then it will be populated into this library. Okay. Now, uh, what is the next cool feature that PMI Infinity offers? There is another cool feature that is called guided experience. And what is guided experience? It is your AI coach. Okay, it will be your AI coach that will train you, that will help you on those specific topics that you may not manage, and you can ask questions, right? Not only learn from it, but you will also have questions in case you have a situation and you need assistance in a specific domain. And I'll show you how you can navigate through that. Okay. So you go to guided experience, and here are the list of different coaches and different domains. And for example, let me I'll go with ESG, for example, right? I am not very familiar with ESG. I am a project manager and I work as an IT infrastructure a program manager, but honestly speaking, I don't. Uh, I don't know much about ESG, and I have not implemented this into my projects. All right. Now, if I click on it, okay, the my coach will tell me a little bit about what it is, what it does, and if we want to get started. So I'll tell yes, I'll get started, and then I will get information back from this agent, and just like if you build your own GPT or your AI agent and how you train it, it is the way it will show you the information. And this is very similar to what is happening here in PMI Infinity. Okay. So now it says what it can do for me and how it works and so on. Right. So I can continue working and asking, and I'll say, yes, I want to continue learning. Show me more. And let's see what we get. Okay, it's working, generating the response. Okay, so now let's say it says, okay, let's deep dive more into ESG and how can be used in project management field, for example. And it giving me some practical examples and probably will ask some questions, right? Some reflective questions, yeah. So I can continue learning with this coach agent, but I'll ask one question. For example, I want to implement ESG in my IT projects. Please show me the step by step to implement it. Okay. And just as any other AI agent, it will give me the step by step and be my coach. So you can use these coaches based on the different situations that you are facing. And not only I show you the ESG coach, but there are others that I mentioned to you. For example, you can use your you can choose another AI agent to or the coach to use constructive email writer, for example. You can just click on it and then it will ask you to input the content of your email and the context, and it will help you to refine your emails and so on. Okay. So this is another feature that PMI Infinity offers. Okay, there is another cool feature that you should take advantage of. PMI Infinity can generate documents, right? Can help you with project charts, can help you with status report, and so on. Why? Because it's built on generative AI technology. So I'll show you how you can leverage that, and that will help you also maximize the value of your projects and reduce the time you spend on in front of the computer. So let me show you that. So for this example, or for this case, I put it here a little bit big prompt, and basically what I'm asking is to read the project plan of my project that I implemented few years back and use that plan and create a new plan for me. All right. So what I will do is I will upload the plan from my past project. But guess what? It says, you know what? We don't support any other document that is not PDF or doc format. So this is one of the constraints or the restrictions that you will face when using PMI Infinity. You will not be able to use any other format of these documents. But to get around, or the workaround that I used is I converted my project plan into PDF document, and then PMI Infinity will be able to read my document and my plan. So now I was able to upload the document, and then when I will ask PMI Infinity to generate my new plan. And there we go. It is created my new plan with the new dates and based on the new cost. Let's see until we finish. Okay. So this is the plan that I follow few years back for my IT system implementation. All right. So then it is giving some alternative approaches with pros, cons, and giving me the comparison whether if I follow one or another approach with some conclusions. If you see it, this was executed entirely by OpenAI. Okay, it is not grabbing the information from any other source, but the cool thing is that you can now, since this is a plan, now you can download it to your computer and you will have a draft plan with updated information. So if you see it, you have the same structure, dates that follow, including the dependencies, excuse me, and it follows the duration of dates that I used in my previous plan, and it was updated with some estimate cost. So that means that the PMI Infinity can help you generate new documents, generate new plans, and you can use it, for example, for this planning, you can use it for resource allocation planning, you can use it for project status, okay? And then I will show you later on how you can do it. Okay, now what is the next cool feature? Templates and checklists. We may take a little bit long on this one because we are going to fill out this excuse me, we have to input information into this tool. So this is part of the PMI Infinity, and for now there are only two available templates or checklists that you can use for your projects. So let's see the example of a project charter. Okay, in the project charter, okay, you will enter information of your project like general information, scope of your project, timelines, risk, and communication. Okay, and then you will get a final document in Word format. Okay, I don't think it will be useful if I do that because it will take us a lot of time. But at the end of the day is that if you put all the information of your project here and the scope, the timelines, risk, and communication plan, the output will be a very fancy and very nice Word document with the project charter. So I recommend for you to use it. It is very useful and it works pretty cool. Now, what is the other thing that you can do with PMI Infinity? It is just as other LLMs. It can help you to summarize documents, files, information into in as part of the PMI Infinity. So I'll show you one example. Okay, I will upload one document and I will ask the PMI Infinity, okay, to analyze this document and summarize it, and then provide me the actionable insights to lead the AI transformation in my organization. So because it is PDF, you can upload PDFs and PMI can read those documents. No problem with that. And then it will read the information, it will extract the information. And one of the things that I can tell is that the information that you get is very concrete, very specific. So you don't get a lot of information that you may get with all other LLMs. And this is another way you can use it. PMI Infinity to summarize documents, project charters, risk documents, and any other stuff. Okay. And again, it was powered by OpenAI. And here are some additional related conversation starters that you can use if you want to follow up that information. Now, probably I forgot to tell you what you can do with this is that you can, if you click on here like a thumbs up or down, that will be a feedback for the developers of the PMI Infinity. And if you have this icon here, you can copy all the output and paste it into your document. All right. Now, what is our next? Okay. With that, there is one thing that I want to tell you is that you can, if you are not very familiar with the TMI Infinity tool, there are tutorials, there are additional resources that you can learn from. If you are not good at prompting, there are some other additional resources. So I am going to show you here some, if you click here on the tutorial, it will take you to the YouTube channel where you have here a list of different tutorials for you to learn more about PMI Infinity. Okay. And you also, if you want to learn more about prompting, okay, there are some courses that are in PMI X AI e-learning center, and they are courses related to AI, to data landscape, to prompt engineering for project managers, which I think it's pretty cool course that I enjoyed. Some use cases that that they presented in the course that I found them very useful. Now, the other thing I want to tell you is that besides that, there are some prompts that are inside this document. PMI Infinity developed this document that is named Talking to Machines. So if you are PMI member, you can download it, and there are very good um, techniques, patterns that you can learn and some examples from basic to more complex prompts in different scenarios. There is another document that it was built by PMI Infinity, and they call it the workbook, right? And it is also related to prompting. But the difference to that is that you will find in this document some, I would say, more using a framework that they are proposing and how you can design your prompts. So you can use, for example, the RTF formula, which is a very basic framework for you to design your prompts. And there is another framework that it was designed by PMI Infinity that is called Create, that you can also use it to design your prompts. Now, um, if you want to learn from the community, there is one um, you can also share your prompts. Here is the prompt engineering exchange. Okay, in this portal, you will be able to learn prompts from different experts, from other project professionals, and you can upload your prompts, just as I did. Right, I did. Excuse me, I upload my prompts, and some other people comment whether they are good, useful, or not useful. So I do believe that this is a very valuable resource you can use to master prompting, okay? And that will help you to maximize your task. Now, as I mentioned to you, I worked on more than 150 prompts, and I created my prompt gallery for project professionals. And here you will find also prompts for different topics and different. You will find here some techniques, some hacks that will be very useful for you in prompting. And I also have an agent that will help you to create, design, and practice prompting. If you are new to use AI, here is a framework that I also designed in my web portal from Gallery. You can also use the framework how you can embrace Adobe AI. And last thing I want to talk to is that there is a template here that I'll be very honest with you. I took this template from the one of the courses that PMI gave, and this is how to say to track or to test the prompts that works best for you. They may work today, but they may not work tomorrow. But at the end, you have a record, and you know whether it works better with PMI Infinity, whether your prompt works better with ChatGPT or Claude or any other LLM. Maybe you are using Copilot in your company. Probably it may work fine there, but it may not. But at least you have the records for the version one. If you refine it, you have the record of the version two, and you can list more, and more of your prompts. If you have a record of the prompts for the tasks that you do every day, then it will be easier for you to be more effective and do the work quicker and faster. Okay. So with this, I think this is all that I prepared for this tutorial. I expect it will be useful, and comment in my channel. If you find it useful, share with a community, and your feedback will be very valuable to me. Thank you very much, and have a great rest of your day, of your week. Take care.